Hey guys, it's Vera Sweeney. I'm literally in my bedroom trying to hide everything that is happening behind my bed, so please ignore the above. I had a little experience yesterday and I wanted to blog about it yesterday. I am actually going to write a blog post about this, but I thought I'd do a quick live just to tell you a little bit about what happened and the impact that it actually had on my perception about business and what client expectations versus client reality means for me and for everybody. So if you're a business owner, I just want you to take a listen about what was going on. So I was heading into the city and I went to go visit my grandmother. And I was walking to the hospital and I had passed this brand new coffee tea shop that had opened up and it looked amazing. It was like exposed brick and wood, very natural looking. I had not seen it before. It really caught my eye. And they had all these art hieroglyphic writing, and everything was to the T, perfectly drawing me in as that consumer. It was speaking to me visually, very appealing. And I was looking at the tea list as I was walking by, making notes, saying, this is where I'm coming for lunch. I am in love with this place. This place is me. I will be here in 2 hours. And so I was walking by, I was reading the tea list. I was like, oh, peppermint tea, great. I'm going to get that iced. Avocado on toast, fantastic. I was literally making my lunch list as I was walking by heading to the hospital. Fast forward a few hours, I was thinking about this place the whole time. I was with my family and I said, I have to go there. I just can't get over how beautiful it was. I can't wait to go try the food. So I had this expectation about how good everything was going to be because of how it looked. And I walked in, and again, I walked in amazing. Everything was amazing. I walked in, I was talking to the guy. The guy was so nice. And I said, oh, I said, your tea list is it was so expansive. I said, I would love to have an iced peppermint tea. And he looked at me and he said, you can't have that iced. We don't do peppermint tea iced. And I said, oh, I said, he must be such a guru at tea. I must have insulted him. That's what I thought in my first initial thought. What I said, because I was still buying into the fact that this was an experience. I was about to have an experience, I thought. So I was buying into him. I said, oh my gosh, I can't believe I asked this man for an iced peppermint tea, this expert. How silly of me. So I said, well, what tea can I get iced? And he said, well, you can get the black iced tea or you can get the herbal fruit tea. Those are the only two options that we make iced. And I said, okay. I said, I wanted a decaf. It was a little bit later in the afternoon. I said, well, give me the herbal because I need a decaf. No problem, man. Ma'am, he opens up a refrigerator and brings out a Kool-Aid pitcher, a plastic Kool-Aid pitcher, and pours me my tea. So now I'm sitting there in this super expensive, like yuppie, like New York City, Upper East Side sort of feeling type of vibe cafe, and I'm getting poured out of a plastic pitcher, probably not loose leaf tea, a beverage that's not loose leaf tea. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, that's weird. Like, that's not the experience I was expecting. I was expecting him to give me a loose leaf tea brewed right on the spot. This is an amazing experience I'm about to have. And you're like literally pouring me out of a pitcher that's probably been there all day. Why can't you ice the peppermint tea that I asked for? Like, what's the problem here? But I was like, okay, this is weird, but let me go to my avocado sandwich. So my tea experience was a little bit ruined. So now let's get over to the avocado sandwich. So I said, okay. I said, well, I'll take the avocado sandwich. And then I read it and I said, oh, it has egg. I said, I'd rather not have it with egg. And he went, legitimately the face he gave me. So again, the experience that I was supposed to have based on the visual that the place was giving me was supposed to be a 100. And now I'm at like a 30. So he won't fix my sandwich the way I want. What if I was allergic to egg? Like, you can't just make me a new sandwich without egg? I mean, I was sitting there going, you're giving me Kool-Aid, and now you won't take the egg off my avocado sandwich. Like, you have fooled me, sir, with your exposed brick and like distressed wood that's going on in the store. And he has lost me as a customer. So for any business, like you can put as much pizzazz as you want into the frill and the look of your website, of your storefront, of your business card, of your media kit, whatever the story is. But once you get down to the nitty gritty of service base, of what you are providing, move, here we go. If you don't have the service that you're trying to actually give to your customer, I don't know, I'm never going back there. And so like that, like I walked away, I was like, this is a hard life lesson right now. Like I wanted to go back in and be like, you realize you're going to be closed in 6 months, right? Like you realize you're not going to make your rent. Like I'm really happy for you that you're open, and like congratulations, but I will never come back here. And people who come in expecting what you are showing them will never come back in again. I'd rather go to a dingy diner that gives me the best tea that's brewed on the spot than go to a really beautiful place that can't provide. And I think that's the case for any business. Don't spend your money on the wrong things, is what I guess I'm trying to say here. And I've actually been thinking about this experience like the whole night. Like I'm just going, like the guy, like the face that he made when I asked him to take the egg off, he was like this. I was like, what? Like, what is happening in my life right now? So anyway, so that's just what happened. I just wanted to put it out there just in case you are a storefront or a service provider, or you're in sales. The number one, it's the customer. The number one thing of your concern is the customer, and that's always like that's the number one rule when it comes to business. And I think for that man in particular, that message was definitely lost. All right, guys, until next time.